Okay, so here's how you work in PowerPoint. First thing you have to do is open up the software, and that is the orange letter P at the bottom in your dock. That stands for PowerPoint. When PowerPoint opens, for the first time you may have to go into some screens to clear the name and the yes or no question. So type MERS in the name and type or click no for each of the questions if they come up. And then you should be greeted with this screen right here. This is the gallery screen. This is where you choose the background. So I chose this one called Advantage. You can choose any of these that you want to. You can scroll through them and see which ones you like. This is just personal preference. And if you click on one, it will show up on the right hand side. And you can further customize it by clicking on the colors, and this will give you a whole palette of colors for your slideshow. So depending on what you choose, it might change a lot of the colors or it might change hardly any of them. If you decide on a color scheme that you like, then you can click on the fonts and choose a font scheme that you like. So sometimes you might want something more bold, or if you want something a little bit more simple, you can choose the fonts for your entire presentation. The slide size I would keep as standard. Once you've made those changes, if you want to make them, you click choose and you'll get a blank slide that will show up as your first slide. This is your title slide. That's why it says click to add title. You're going to put your title in here by clicking on it, and you're going to type in your title, whatever you would like to call it, and your subtitle would be your name, so type your name here. Alright, so that's your first slide. To get our next slide, you need to go over to the toolbar up at the top that says New Slide, and you can either click on the New Slide to get automatically a second slide that has a title at the top and text down below, or if you want to, you can choose what kind of slide you want by clicking on the down arrow. Most of the time you're just going to want a title and content slide, but sometimes you may want something that looks a little bit different, like content on the side with pictures. You might want to have two boxes. Most of the time just clicking on New Slide will give you the title at the top and the text at the bottom, which is simple enough. You're going to need 5 slides, so you can either put them all in and have them blank, or you can do them as you're working on them, so it's really up to you. Okay, now that you have your slides on the left hand side, whatever you click on the left, you'll see on the right. So if you've got blank slides, it's hard to tell, but once you start filling them with titles, you'll be able to see the titles. So let's say your first city was Asbury Park. So you're going to type in your title, you're going to put your text down here. Don't worry about pictures yet, you're going to put them in when you're done with your content. So first city, some text, some information that you find, second city, and then text about that goes down here, third city, click and put the third city in. I forget what my third city was, but all right. The last slide is a source citation slide. So you're going to put all the websites that you used to find your information here. So that would be your last slide. Okay. So now you have your 3 slides, and you're going to be putting text in as you go. And once you've got all your text done, then you're ready to add some pictures.